Hello, everyone. It's me, Madam Pemita, and the fabulous Miss Kelly is here. We haven't seen you for a couple months. It's
Yeah.
amazing that you're back. We're doing Tarot for Kindness, the Mother's Day edition. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. Maybe you want, I think about this something really nice about helping moms, and you are helping moms and grandmas, really. Um, but people who didn't ever have, kids per se, maybe they have pets or things like that, or maybe they took care of other people's children. Um, but that mothering instinct for taking care and it isn't even limited to just women, right? We can have that nurturing energy and how we can help these actually help Yulia be the mama to these seniors, like taking care of them and bringing them food while they're being bombed right now. Ukraine is suffering. There was just like some horrendous bombing happening. It's every day. And I see it in the news. So you guys are making a difference though. This beautiful act of kindness seems like such a small thing. You're getting a tarot reading, but that money that you donate is going to feed someone who probably wouldn't eat if it weren't for you. And I think that is something very special. So you guys are also being mamas. So happy Mother's Day to everybody. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Yeah, you are. You're helping. It's that energy. Um, let's see. Oh, you have headphones, Kelly?
I'm going to go see if I can get some in. Hold on.
I'll go get some. Go get some earbuds. Anyway, I'll tell you what's going on. Oh my gosh, look at that cute pillow that Kelly has. We got to see your cute pillow by you getting that. Anyway, this is Tarot for Kindness. I'll put in headphones too. Maybe that'll help too, because you never know if it's feedback from one or the other of us. So let me do it too. All right, this is Tarot for Kindness. This is our once a week gathering. I'm doing it too. All the cool kids are.
Now, that's what I really need is those kind of headphones that plug in. Oh, wait. I think I have those. Okay, I'm going to go look for those. Hold on.
All right. So this is our once a week gathering where I do tarot readings. Sometimes I do other things and someone else does a tarot reading, but for this week I do tarot readings. Miss Kelly gives astrological advice and we do it for you. Tarot readings are $10 per card, and then all the proceeds from that go to feed seniors in Ukraine. If you would like a bonus card for absolutely free, all you have to do is put in a supportive message for Ukraine. Maybe it's like, I'm wishing a peaceful and safe Mother's Day. I don't think it's Mother's Day there. Mother's Day is different in every country, but for our Mother's Day, I'm wishing peace and safety to all the moms in Ukraine. Could be a great message. Or support for Ukraine. May they find peace and victory. Slava Ukraini. I mean, you can do you can do whatever you want. Just a supportive message for Ukraine, and you'll get an extra card in your reading. I'm going to be reading with the deck that I'm enjoying right now because I want this to be enjoyable, and it is enjoyable. I hope you're enjoying it. Playful Heart Tarot is what I'm reading with, and when you make so, I guess I'm sorry, I'm so scattered today. Don't know what it is. So I'm sure you're all jazzed and you want to do it now. So how do you do it? Right? Get a reading. First thing you do. You pay $10 per card. So if you want a 1-card reading, you pay 10, you donate 10, 2-card reading, you donate 20, 3-card reading, you donate 30, and so on. Make that donation on Venmo or PayPal or Super Chat. The links for Venmo and PayPal are down below. Super Chat is the little button that looks like a dollar sign. Click on there, make your donation. After you've made your donation, 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever it is, come back here and in the description, in the comments section, in the chat, go ahead and put in your name, how much you donated, where you donated. So, like, um, I'm Pamita. I donated $40 on Venmo. And here's my question. You also can put in your birthday information or the birth dates of anyone that is involved in your question. So if like you're asking about a relationship with another person, put both of your birth dates if you know them. Okay, so then once you do that, we're going to go down the list one by one, and then we will do those readings. Everybody who gets a reading today is entered to win this. This is what we're giving away, Saints and Mystics reading cards. Oh my gosh, I know Miss Kelly right now is going, I want that. I know you
Yeah.
love all the Catholic stuff.
I do. You know I am obsessed with it.
I know. So Miss Kelly wants to win. No, I'm sorry, Miss Kelly, you can't win it. You're not eligible. Only people who get readings are eligible. All right. So anyway, that's what you do. If you're not sure what to do, just go into the if you're like, did I do this right? Do I know what to do? Just go in and Love Witch is behind the scene. Thank you, Love Witch. Love Witch is behind the scenes. We'll answer your questions if you're not sure what to do or how to do it. Now, that being said, when you do go in and leave your question, your birthday information, also add in a little supportive message for Ukraine and Ukrainian people who are really protecting the rest of the world from Russian aggression. Send a little supportive message. And if you do that, I will throw in an extra tarot card for no extra charge. All right? Sound good? All right, let's get started. We got some readings already lined up. John Paul, then Evelyn, then Jessica. Okay, great. So John Paul's first, Evelyn's second, and Jessica is third. Oh my gosh, John Paul says, hi, Aunt Pam and Miss Kelly. Happy Mother's Day. John Paul, Miss Kelly's a mama to a fur baby.
Yep.
Oh, she's a mama to a fur baby. I have 2 children and 3 fur babies that are wild. Well, 2 of them are wild teenagers. Oh my gosh, they are wild teenagers right now. I didn't want to be 61 years old taking care of teens. What was I thinking?
Well, and here you are.
And here I am with 2 teens. My teens are my little 1-year-old boys, Salem and Binks. They're my little black cats. They're super cute, but they're really can be really wild and run around the house, zoomies, you know. Sometimes they're so crazy.
You got to play with them, then feed them.
Yeah, well, they play with. You know what though? I have to say, having 2, I adopted these 2 brothers. It was the smartest thing. I'll never do it any other way because they play with each other. They race around chasing each other. They wrestle each other. So they get plenty of playtime and I don't have to play with them. I mean, I can play with them and I do play with them, but I'm not like their only source of entertainment. They entertain each other constantly. So it actually is I really recommend anyone that's adopting a kitten, especially. I don't think adult cats necessarily need that, but really active young cats. If you can get a bonded pair, it takes a lot off your plate. It really does. All right. So John Paul says, just wanting to know how things are going for me. Oh, it's so great to see you, John Paul. And thank you so much for your generous donation, helping those seniors in Ukraine. I know. And the prayers sending out to Ukraine. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for John Paul. John Paul, do you have John Paul's info? His birthday info?
I just got it.
Okay, great. All right. Okay. Let's see what's up for John Paul right now. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Here's what's going on for you. First card that I have, this card, I think you're gonna love these cards. They're so like whimsical and adorable. And I love the artwork. She's such an amazing artist. I love this artwork.
Oh my God.
So this is 3 of Pentacles, which is kind of, look at that. I think of these, I mean, they kind of look like onions, but really I think they're trees or plants. Maybe they're trees, right? And they're connected by their roots. And then look at the like little spots between them. I think of those as like the mycelium that communicate between trees and between plants. So, what a magical thing to put on the Three of Pentacles. So, Pentacles, Three of Pentacles energy is about working with others to create amazing things, but working as this really harmonious team. So this could be for you like a really amazing job that you're working at right now where you have great team of people. It could be a job that is to come. It can also be working on projects that aren't about work. Like it could be volunteering for something or getting involved in something, but you're creating something together. I think one of the main things about Pentacles energy is that there's purpose. So this isn't the energy of Three of Cups where you're going out and partying with your friends, right? That's Three of Cups energy. We're celebrating, we're partying. I guess there's a little bit of purpose to that, but Three of Pentacles is much more purposeful. So I think it's a really great time for you to look within and say, I'd like to bring some good people into my life and good friends. What can I do to either activate a current thing, I don't know, a current activity that I do to like invest more time into it or recommit to that activity? Or is it I need to get more involved? I need to get involved in something where I'm seeing people over and over again and we're working toward a goal. So many things it could be. Look, if you're stumped and you don't know, look to see what volunteer opportunities are happening in your community. Where can you volunteer? Where can you give? Where can you work hard? Not giving money, which is great, but this is about getting like digging in and actually doing the work. So think about something that's important to you and then find a way to do that. I know you're busy. You're taking care of the elders in your life and you're working and all those things, but you can bring in a volunteer thing once a month, a couple times a month. It doesn't have to be spreading yourself thin, but it can open up these really deep, amazing friendships and possibly something more than friendship. Second card, the Wheel of Fortune. She calls it the Wheel. I love this card so much because she does something different than the typical Wheel of Fortune. And she has this little Buddha, little baby Buddha at the center in a heart and the wheel around. And we've got the four seasons. We've got so much going on with this card. It's about change and transformation, but she brings in something that isn't in the traditional Rider-Waite, which is being centered while things are changing. Being centered, joyful, and mindful, right? Look at that little baby Buddha's holding a little heart and happy little face, right? And I love that kind of quality of like, yeah, things are changing, things are moving, but even while things are changing or moving, I can feel centered. I can feel at peace. I am not going to be blown around by all that is happening. I'm going to let it flow and let it ebb and flow and go where it's going to go, and I can be centered. So I think that is such a beautiful message for you. Such a beautiful message, Jean Paul. Being centered with all the change that's going on. Here's your third card, your extra bonus card. Page of Cups. Oh my gosh. I love this artwork. Look at that little
So
cutie.
cute.
She's there and she's listening to her favorite band. Is it the Beatles? I don't know. They've got bangs, but they've got kind of poofy hair. Anyway, she's listening to music. This is her favorite band. There's a rainbow. She's enjoying all that music. She's got her fish in the aquarium. I love that. So, Page of Cups energy, first off, is often a card that shows up for people that have a way with animals. It is the one card in the Rider-Waite Smith where we have a little fish and the guy is talking to the fish, communicating with that fish. So I think animal communication. I know you love cats, John Paul, and so maybe it's like having communication, psychic communication, or developing that skill. Page of Cups also represents like love in your life. Just like this girl has the crush on her favorite band, right? She's listening to their music and just daydreaming about the guys in the band, I guess. I think about this as like that new energy, that freshness, that youthful energy of love coming into your life. It may be having a crush. It may be something more, but it's the very beginning. It's the very beginning of that. And I love seeing that, like opening the heart, thinking about it joyfully, and being that like lover in the world. I mean, it's so interesting that all these cards really do have to do with love. Love of friends, and that one. This is like romantic love, and this is like centered self-love. So this is like a time of love for you. And I love that. So
That's so
what
great.
do you have? What do you have,
Well,
Kelly?
well, I like that because in John Paul's chart, his sun and Venus, your sun and Venus are together in your chart, little conjunction, which is really people just like you, whether you realize that or not. Whether you're warm, people are attracted to that. It's in Aries, so it's fiery. So you walk in the room and people kind of light it up. And recently, the planet or the asteroid Chiron, which is the wounded healer, just crossed over that and it has left that. So you should be feeling like a lightness of that, because that wounded healer crossing that, your sun and your Venus is kind of at what is asking you to sort of dig deep and deal with all these wounds, and it's time to fix them. And now that's gone. Right now, it's left you over the last few months. So now there's this new lightness coming into your life. And in this moment, as we're talking, the planet Mars, your ruler, is sitting right there on that Mars and Venus, or excuse me, on your sun and Venus. So you've got all this energy that is being offered to you from the universe. Mars says, get up, go, seize life. And it's just sitting there on that lovely sun and Venus and asking you to do something about it. So I would say, I love that it kind of coincides with that reading. So it's get up, go smell the flowers, go move, go take action about something. Aries really needs to take action, whether it's, physical action, making a choice about something, just doing something. Just do it is the great slogan for Aries. Yeah.
I love that.
And this is
Well,
your moment.
I have a little astrological question. How long does Chiron usually cross a sun sign? Like how long does it take?
Oh, that's a good question. I'll have to look that one up. How long does Chiron stay in a sign? I don't know that off the top of my head.
Oh my gosh. We were just doing
Usually I'm really good. I can spout all that off, but it's like every few years, it's not super fast, but it's not super slow either. It's an asteroid. It's out between like Saturn and Jupiter. So it's going to last. It's going to be longer than Jupiter and slower than Saturn. So a couple of years.
It's so interesting. Like we were taught. I just taught the class about timings in candle magic, and I know the principle. Like something closer to the sun is going to move faster, and farther from the sun is going to move relatively slower through each sign. But it was fascinating. I looked at all the different planets as we were talking about astrology, and I talked about the transit. It takes, how long does it take to go from one sign to the other? And it was fascinating, just interesting. So that's why that popped up into my head.
It is.
So,
it is it's so interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much, Jean Paul. It's so great to hear from you. I got your email and I haven't had a chance to write back. It's been a little crazy. But I did get your lovely email, and thank you so much for sending that. I'm so glad to see you here. You are dear to me. So glad to see you here. Thank you so much. All right. Next is Evelyn. Evelyn has a 3-card reading. Did she get in a little positive message for Ukraine? Oh, celebrating the mothers in Ukraine, whether they celebrate the day there or not. That is really sweet. That's really sweet. All right. So general guidance, where to focus my energy. Thank you so much for your donations, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. We couldn't do this without you. If you guys weren't here, it would just be me and Miss Kelly talking, which would be awesome.
We do it sometimes.
Yes, it wouldn't be quite, maybe not quite so impactful. All right, so let's see what Evelyn Rose, general guidance, 4-card reading. And you got her birthday information?
Got it.
Okay. Excuse me. All right. So here's what I've got here. Look at this. Look what came up first again for you too. Three of Pentacles. So this is like, I get a little slightly different message for you with this one. This is more about not having to do it yourself. Do it as a team. It's a little bit different message. So we still have the team energy, still reaching those goals. But like, I think they're probably like intuitively what I'm sensing is you, Evelyn Rose, will probably be the person that goes, I can just do it myself. I'll just do it myself. It's fine. But there's some value for you in bringing together a small group to do the job. So that might be a project at work. It might be something that you're working on in your side business. It might be something else in your life that is a goal centered, right? Centered on a goal. But I feel for you, it's like the tendency to just say, oh, I'll just do it myself. It'll be faster than getting people together. And what I'm seeing here is you need a team. I almost want to say literally you other people. It's a small team, not a big team, a small team. But getting together that small team is going to be helpful. And number one, I feel like it prevents you from getting burnt out. Number two, there's joy in that team. There is joy in that team. I mean, just look at the picture on the card and the connections that are made. So, what is it that you can do that will facilitate that, or that you feed energy into it, or if it's already existing, this little team of three, how can I acknowledge it and pay attention to it and feed it my positive energy? I kind of love it. I kind of love that for you. All right, next card is Four of Wands. Four of Wands is the card of recognition. This is like, as we look at this, they're like, yay, we're dancing, we're celebrating. And there's little cupcakes in the background, little picnic in the background. These two are getting, it's like a school dance with drumsticks and a cupcake, two cupcakes. I mean, I love this. I love the story. I don't know what the
So
cupcakes
cute.
and drumsticks are doing at the dance, but they're there. But this card is about, it's such an interesting card just in and of itself. It is about structure, but passion. And what it represents is like public recognition of your accomplishments. So what is it that you like want to put out there, or have it be more visible, or have it, or share more with others, or build something that people can see and participate in, and that will bring that sense of like, oh my gosh, Evelyn Rose, you're amazing. Look what you did. It's recognizing your accomplishments. That's got to be the cutest form. I know. It's so cute, right? It's so sweet. So I think there's something here. And I almost say, because this is like the Three of Pentacles and then the Four of Wands next to each other, it may be this project that you're working on with others gets more public recognition. And that may be why bringing other people into it, or having those other people there, enhances that. Because this is community, connecting to community, right? Then we have the Judgment card. Judgment card, look at that. It's like the rebirth card. They're popping out of those lotus blossoms. Yay!
It's so cute.
Kitten Chops, Zara Kitten Chops is like, she has these Maine Coon cats, giant cats, and she's got like
Right,
two.
they're
I think
like
she's got two of
this
them.
big.
They're like giant, like bears practically. So cute, the cutest cats, and she loves. So you'll see a lot of cats in her her artwork. But look at the joy here. So I think that with all of this, what I'm seeing is a little bit of a story. I'm working with others. We get public recognition, and there is some kind of expansion that happens from that. And it's a very joyful expansion, very joyful. It is really like I'm blossoming into the person I was meant to be. Right? It's so good. It's so good. Now, I feel like that whole journey, then it's like you build and build and build and build. And then after that is Two of Swords. Now we have to get, I think, I almost want to say this is like such an intuitive, emotional journey, even though it's got pentacles in it. But then we need to get logical. Two of Swords is a card about decision making. And decision making is pruning something. It really is. As we make a decision, am I going to do this? Am I going to do that or the other thing? I choose a path. I have now pruned away those other paths. So there's a part of it that feels like you could just go down any path. Sure, I'll just go down that path. But what Two of Swords is asking you to do is to be very rational and very logical about your next steps, because you're pruning away other options. Not to say that you can't go back to those other options, but where you are in this moment in time now, that won't exist down the road. This isn't to make you nervous or scared. It's to say, and certainly not to say stand at that crossroads and just stand there. It's to say, have confidence in the decision you're making. Look at it logically. Look at each option and make a pros and cons list for each option. And that will help you to clarify what is the best and what is second best, so that you choose the best. So I think that's the next step of it, which is such a fascinating one. After all this very joyful, playful, like riding this wave, and we get to the crest of that wave and we're like, okay, now where do I go next? Lots of options are open to me. What do I do? Oh, I have to get logical about which choice I make. Yeah, pretty cool.
I like. We ready?
Mm-hmm.
So I see you have two big trines happening right now, which is kind of great. Jupiter is trining your sun, and Mars is trining your Mars. So you're being offered a lot of ease in this moment. So you have the planet of life and energy and going to war and battle and doing all the things is giving you like this really nice, easy movement with that planet within yourself, with that energy and idea of what that is for you. So you're being offered all this like assistance from the universe. And with trines, you just kind of have to lean in and sort of surrender to them. Let things flow. Let that happen. And then Jupiter wants to expand. Jupiter trining your sun. It's sort of like you have the Midas touch right now. Anything you touch could turn to gold. So you've got this great, just big, expansive, lucky, I'm going to say lucky right now moment of just lean into it, right? The trines are you just lean in and you let it happen. Let that stuff flow through and just embrace it, which is great.
I love that, because that's exactly what I've seen in tarot. It's felt like a wave, riding a wave,
Yeah.
like building that. It's just building, and she's not having to do anything. But then there's going to come a point where choice has to be made,
Right.
about next
Right.
steps, probably,
Yeah. I mean, later on in the future, you've got like Uranus is going to come in and sextile your Venus, but that's a little ways. That's probably like a year from now. And that's even that is going to be, it's a sextile is a gift. So that's going to be like all this. You'll probably find yourself dealing with a lot of unexpected ideas. Like you might be sort of, all sorts of people offering you different things. And suddenly you're like, oh, I didn't, I wasn't planning for this. Wait a minute. What are all these opportunities that I have in front of me? And, there you go. Now you have to make a choice. How do that. But, be prepared for that. That's coming your way, but that's a ways off. But right now in this moment, you've got all this lovely, just easy flowing energy that's affecting, your sun is just who you are. It's your conscious self. It's, being out in the real world, is where our sun lives. And that's great.
I love that. And it really does show, like, it feels like such a wave that you're riding. So just ride the wave. Absolutely take it to that crest. I love it. My gosh, thank you so much, Evelyn Rose. All right, Jessica is next. Then we have Penguin, and then we have Carol, and Devon, and then we have Trina. Thank you guys so much. All right. Oh, I'm having tons of pain with my chronic illness lately. Like, I feel like I can't do anything. Wondering if the cards have something to say. I pray for the healing of the dawn to shine on Ukraine. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. All right. Oh, Miss Kelly, what books do you recommend to learn about saints and mystics?
I recommend hanging out with a lot of Catholics.
Or recovering Catholics like me.
Yeah, exactly. And talking to them about it.
I think there is a new, I want to say there's a book out now that is about saint magic that I want to, I haven't seen it, but I've seen the cover of it. So I don't know if it's how good it is or not or whatever, but I just know there's one out there and it's either coming or it's very recently, like within the last year, come out.
I think there's a lot of newer, like people are starting to approach that style of magic in a different way suddenly. Like people like, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's aligned with the new Pope, right? Like it's sort of coming into the world, like they're all sort of like, it's just, there's some sort of synchronicity there. So suddenly people are, you know, maybe open again to working with those saints and mystics in different ways.
I'll take the recovering
exactly. Right? Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, all that hardcore organized religion does a number on all of us. But, I mean, I pray to Mother Mary all the time. She gives me my parking space every day. I discuss it with her.
She's all around me.
It's great.
So here's what I would ask you to do, Jessica. Can you post this on the board so I don't forget? And then I will go and find that book, or I will go, you know, at least I'll like point you in a direction. I don't know if the book is, you know, I don't know if I haven't seen the book, but and if there isn't a book, there needs to be a book. Magic with the Saints. Come on. I know there's Catholic magic books.
Yes.
Sister Carol's book. Folk Catholicism is huge now. Polish folk witch work on it. Yeah. It could be really. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think there is. Judica Illes has a book on spirits and saints and deities, and it's like a huge book, thick book, like a dictionary. Hardcover book. That one could be really good too, but it's going to have a whole bunch of everything else too. So, yeah, folk saint magic, you know, it could be good. All right. Okay. So question, what's going to help with chronic illness? All right. What's going to help with the, I'm so sorry you're going through that now. It sucks. Let's find a solution. Give you a little break from it, right? Some relief. Okay. All right. So this is interesting. Five of Pentacles is the first card that shows up. Make sure that's writing so little at the bottom. My eyes are so old people eyes. Five of Pentacles. Boy, does that not reflect how you're feeling right now? That is like probably how you're feeling. Crying and sad and feeling miserable. But look, there's a helper. I feel like there's a helper for you to help you get out of that state. So that could be, of course, your partner. It could be a loved one. It could be your healthcare provider. But there's a path out. Like it's something very interesting about this card that's different than the Rider-Waite. It's like these two little kids, and it's like they're lost in the woods, which is such a fairy tale thing. You know, we have Hansel and Gretel, lots of fairy tales where people get lost in the woods. And siblings will get lost in the woods and things will happen, but there's always like there's a helper there for you that's going to get you out of this 100%. So I would start looking for those helpers around you who have a solution. The other thing that intuitively came to me because of Five of Pentacles showing up, and what immediate message came to me was it's probably not the thing. I mean, it sounds really dumb now that I'm saying it, but it's probably not the cause, is not the thing that you're looking at. The thing that you're blaming this on, it's something else. Oh my gosh, so many messages are coming through. I have to say it. So, it's also having somebody advocate for you beyond you advocating for yourself with your healthcare providers. Your healthcare providers might say A leads to B, but I am getting the intuitive hit that this is it may have been in the past A has led to B, but I see something else creating this for you right now that nobody is looking at. So here's what I would recommend. As much as your capacity allows you to, put in an intention of finding the information that you need for your healing, that you need for your relief. And then do some research after you put out that intention. Go find message boards where people are talking about the symptoms that you have. Or go find message boards where if you have some diagnosis, there's some other things that people are experiencing, which may be it. It's like, oh, if you have this, but there's this other thing that can come along with it. So the direction is not the direction that you are or your healthcare provider are looking in, and it's something else. So take this information as this download. I'm not a medical intuitive. I'm not diagnosing anything, but I am seeing like some research will be helpful for you to get relief. And that's really the most important thing right now, is for you to get relief. You can solve the problem later, but just to get the relief would be really good. Second card, Queen of Cups energy. Oh my gosh, Queen of Cups. First thing that comes to mind is the question I'm asking you. You can say yes or no. Does soaking in a hot bath help? Because Queen of Cups would represent that water element. Does drinking more water help? Maybe it's something that can get flushed out. Maybe it's something that the heat of the bath will give some relief to the pain that you're experiencing. Queen of Cups energy. There's another part of it that maybe is like more a different way of working with it, which is to just be, like, rest and lie down, but also like, how can pain be used as a tool for trance work or for some kind of visionary work? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe you're like, fuck that. I don't know. Right now, I'm just hurting. I totally acknowledge that. You're allowed to say fuck that if that is not available to you. But it just popped up. Queen of Cups popping up. So yeah. Third card is Four of Cups. Four of Cups is also can also indicate that elixir that's going to help, that isn't being water. Definitely helps. I need a banya. She needs a steam room. Hey, you know what? I saw. Am I imagining it? I was at Costco the other day, last week, and there's like a portable sauna that's not a wooden one. It's like a tent sauna, like a soft cloth one that they have at Costco. That might exist. So you could have a little banya if heat and steam help. I don't know the details of it because I just saw somebody in somebody's cart and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Um, yeah. Or, a hot shower, or, it's hard to get into a bath, a hot shower, just some heat and some water would be so good for you. And, you're in Washington State, take as long as a hot shower as you want till the hot water runs out, right? Um, oh, and then if it's hard for you to stand in the shower, you can get one of those little shower chairs and sit in the shower and let the water, if it's too much to just stand and you don't have the energy, sit in the shower. They've got little shower chairs. You can get that and just let the water hit all the spots. Could be really good. Here's the other thing, an elixir, 4 of Cups. An elixir is coming again. This is pointing the direction. A sauna tent. Yeah, better than leaning over a pan of water with herbs on it. Yeah. I mean, if they have it at Costco, they probably have it online and you can find it. But yeah, look up sauna tent. Maybe you can find it. I just was like, oh, that's interesting as somebody was passing by. Who knew that was going to be a message for you, Jessica? 4 of Cups is the elixir. This is like getting that like magical cup, right? I think look, again, it's community here. I think you're going to find within your community of people who have similar symptoms, you're going to find that elixir. I really get the sense that there's going to be great relief, and not just relief of the symptoms, but relief of what is causing the symptoms. So it feels very good and positive for this. But yeah, you feel like this right now. Ow, ow. Wow. Okay. What do you got for her, Marcella? Take your time because I'm gonna go look up that sign.
Okay. So Libra rising, there are all sorts of planets are sitting in Aries right now. Got Saturn sitting there, Mars, Neptune, and they're pushing against your ascendant, which is your body, your physical self. And so you're feeling that. But that also means they're sitting in the house of partnership. So everything Pam's talking about working with someone, finding someone to help you, to be an advocate, I would encourage that too, because that could be part of the invitation of that transit as all of that's going through. Because they're all kind of sitting there. Neptune's going to be in there for a while. So you might find somebody that's just, on your level, like mystically, spiritually, that's going to see you through that. I think, I would do that. And then Saturn's sitting there. Saturn's going to be walking through there for a couple of years. So Saturn, the high level of Saturn is mentor, guru, teacher, learning things. So you might feel opposition. Sometimes they manifest very quickly as, people on the outside pushing back, right? And we're like, oh my gosh, they don't know what they're talking about. But they're really asking us to kind of sit with ourselves and figure out how it is we're relating to other people. So, you're having to relate to your body, and now your body has to relate to Dr. Saturn, somebody who knows everything. So that's part of the energy that's for sure happening with you right now. So you're not crazy. You're not like, oh my God, what is happening? The other thing though, while that stuff sits there, that also sextiles your sun and moon sitting in Aquarius. So even though you have hard stuff happening, you also have ease and opportunity happening at the same time. And you have Jupiter right now is directly above you, which is a wonderful, it's going through your 10th house. It's this wonderful moment of opportunity. So I would love for you to kind of lean into some of that, lean into all of that stuff that feels hard on your body. Is also this wonderful gift that you're being asked to do. So as Pam said, finding people to help you, finding that community, that could for sure help you get that sextile manifesting. I hope that makes sense. It's just the universe is like, I know this is hard, but here's all this other stuff going on for you, right? And here's the medicine. Here's how you're gonna figure out how to work that. And the other thing I would do too is do something that, especially when Jupiter's up high like that, like do a little Jupiterian work, a little, like Jupiter's the king of the gods. So get a sun candle, or a big bright yellow or orange or something that's going to make you feel good. And Jupiter's going to go into Leo this summer in July. And as soon as it hits there, it's going to be sextiling your ascendant, and you're probably going to start to feel a little bit of relief from that too. So that's kind of right around the corner. It will be sitting across from your sun and moon, but it's going to be, it's like go big or go home kind of energy. So this is your moment to lean into that. But I would for sure be talking to that Jupiter energy. It's up there offering so much opportunity for you.
Yeah.
And it could even be that you do spell work or something to have that group, right? To either expand the group that you need, because as it goes through your 10th, it's going to enter into the group of friendships. It's going to go into your 11th, which is the house of friendships and big groups and big partnerships. So that would be a great thing to do as well. I would totally lean into that energy.
All right, look what I found. Look what I found.
Let's see.
Do you see it?
What is that? Oh, it's little too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it comes with the chair.
And it folds up like a pop-up tent.
And it folds up like a pop-up. It's $179. Here's where it is. It's Homedics Premium Steam Sauna. This is the thing that I saw in the basket. So I guess it's $100 off now at Costco. So there you go. I don't know. Maybe you can find something similar. Oh my gosh. But doesn't that look, hey, and Jessica, you can also have your Bannock, your little spirit of the bathhouse there, right? Work with your Bannock if you get one. So anyway, I thought, oh, okay, that's why I saw that in that person's cart. So I could tell you about it. There you go. Look at that, so how great. That works.
I love that.
Yeah, way better than a $5,000, $6,000 wooden sauna. And then if you live in an apartment, you can't do that anyway. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Cool. All right. Yeah, Carol says, so cool. I know now we're all going to have one, right? I will get one, except I have nowhere to put it in my house. I mean, my house is already filled to the brim. I just realized like I'm having I used to have the factory, like stuff from the factory has moved into the house. I'm doing this fun music thing all summer long. All that musical equipment's out of the closet and in my house. It's a little kooky in my house right now, but anyway. All right. Thank you, Jessica. Next is we got Henguin, we have Carol, we have Devon, we have Trina, we have Helen, and we have Hilda. We've got a big lineup, but I want to do a couple of announcements before we do that. Okay, because we've got some important things going on at Parlor of Wonders. Not Parlor of Wonders, at Madame Pemita. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. It's at madamepemita.com. Parlor of Wonders is still there, but we're doing things together, but they're doing their own thing. All right, let me share my screen. Let me get this. Okay, hold on. All right, let me get this up. Is that showing now? I think so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So I wanted to let you guys know, remember I asked you to vote for me for the Cover Visionary Awards? Well, guess what? Your voting worked. I mean, along with maybe some other people too, but you guys, I mean, maybe tipped it over.
Voted.
Thank you. I want to say thank you for your votes. So my books and I are all finalists for an award, and a finalist means I either get bronze, silver, or gold. So I'm going to get an award. Do we need to vote again? No, it's now already decided, but we don't know if I run bronze, silver, gold till I go in June to the event in Dallas. That's where I'm going to find out. But to say thank you and to celebrate Book of Candle Magic and The Witch's Guide to Animal Familiars being finalists, and me being a finalist, now through the 17th, if you go to madamepemita.com, you can use the discount code COVR and you can get 20% off The Witch's Guide to Animal Familiars and or the Book of Candle Magic, and you can get it signed and personalized, no extra charge. I never charge for that. So you can do that at Madame Pemita. If you are a Coven member, if you aren't a Coven member, go to coven.vip. Coven members at all paid levels, including Basic Witch, get a special code for 30% off these books. So if you maybe you already have it, maybe you want to buy it for a friend, maybe you have been meaning to get it, but you didn't get it yet, it's a great deal. So I want to say thank you for all your support. Thank you so much for supporting me and voting for me and taking that time. I know, and this is my way of saying thank you, giving you a super deal. We have another flash sale that's going on that ends at midnight tonight. You can get up to 50% off a session with me, a tarot reading with me. So use the discount code SAVE25 through midnight tonight at madampamita.com, and you can get 25% off a tarot reading with me. Coven members at any paid level, you get a special code at the Coven website to get 50% off. All right. So little sale going on right now. If you have a subscription to not the Coven, but if you have a subscription to a new moon workshop, a full moon workshop, a Slavic Sundays workshop, or a Sabbath Candle Magic workshop subscription, we need you to move it over from parlorofwonders.com to madampamita.com. If you are a month-to-month subscriber, all you have to do is go over to make a new subscription order at madampamita.com. Then send us a message using the chat feature at Madam Pamita, and we will cancel your old subscription and send you a code to use to get a free video on demand workshop to thank you for moving your subscription over. So move your subscription over and you will get a free gift. There's a couple people that still haven't gotten the message. We've sent emails, we've reached out, we've tried everything. We haven't heard from them. So if that's you, now's the time to do that. I've got some live events coming up. I'll be at Mystic South in July, teaching there. I'll be at Northwest Tarot Symposium in Portland in the end of July and the beginning of August. And I'll be at Temple Fest in Massachusetts teaching there. So check those wonderful conferences out. Jessica can tell you, Evelyn Rose can tell you, those conferences are amazing and you meet so many great people and you and I can hang out. How much fun is that? Our June Gemini New Moon Kupala Cleansing Candle Spell just dropped. This is for purification. So just as the midsummer rituals use fire and water to cleanse and renew, this unique candle spell is designed to wash away energetic debris from your life, clear your mind and spirit, and open the path for fresh perspectives and new beginnings. We have a new moon spell kit, a deluxe new moon spell kit that comes with this fire candle, living fire candle, and a little mini workshop on the deity Kupala, and then new moon group spell service. It closes on June 2nd, and our new moon is on June 14th. You can find out more by going to newmoonspells.com. Our full moon workshops are in full swing. Shamanic Witchcraft Workshop Series. Our next one is May 30th, Shamanic Divination and Guidance. You can subscribe and save 25% or more. Go to witchcraftworkshops.com. Our Slavic Sundays workshops take place on the first Sunday of every month. They are about the Slavic Circle of the Year and rites of passage. The next one is about the holiday of Kupala, Slavic Midsummer, and we'll be having that on June 7th. You can subscribe and save 25% or more. Go to witchcraftworkshops.com. Our Sabbath Candle Magic Workshop. If you want to deepen your candle magic practice, the next one is June 20th. For Letha, we're going to be doing numerology to empower your candle spells. You can subscribe and save 25% or more. Go to witchcraftworkshops.com. If you love these workshops and want to go to them, but they are financially out of reach for you, well, we've got a scholarship program. Go to madampamita.com/scholarships. We offer a limited number of scholarship spots for each month's workshop for students in need. Our aim with the scholarships is to empower individuals from marginalized communities, including LGBTQ+, BIPOC, immigrant populations, or anyone who has faced economic hardships. You can leave a review at madampamita.com and win a 30-minute session with me. That could be a tarot reading, a past life session, a spirit guide session, an animal reading, or it can be one-on-one magical coaching. You can leave as many reviews as you want. And each one will give you an additional entry into that month's giveaway. Congrats to our April winner, Allie B. You could be our May winner. And if you want to find out more, go to magicgiveaway.com, but you can just leave reviews. Someone's saying, mommy, help me. It's Mother's Day.
Yes.
Feed me, mommy.
I
Am I
just
getting that right?
did. I did purposely before this started. And they just woke up. They're like,
Oh
we're
my
awake
God.
again.
All right, let's just get back to the readings. We've got Hangwin, Carol, Devon, Trina, Helen, and Hilda. And if you want to get a reading, all you have to do is make a donation on Venmo's PayPal or Super Chat. Once you've made that donation, come back over here. Let us know where you donated, how much you donated, what your question is, what your birthday is, or the birthdays of anyone involved, so we can do the astrological part. And if you leave a special supportive message for Ukraine, I will throw in an extra card for you in your reading. So Hangwin says, Super Chat would love some insight on a new guy that I met. Contact he initiated has been spotty. I still think it could be interesting. What's his deal? Is there potential, or save myself the headache? Slava Ukraini. Oh, that's a great message. Means glory to Ukraine in Ukrainian. It's really sweet. Thank you, Hangwin. All right, let's get this going. All right. Let's see about this guy. Let's see about this dude. What do we see? So since he's new, you probably don't know his birthday, but we can see what's up for your birthday. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Don't kick him to the curb. There's something in this for you. The first card that shows up is the 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles, look, it's that tree of life energy. Oh my gosh. I love her artwork so much. Such beautiful, rich imagery. All right, so here we've got the tree of life with the Sphirot on the top. And I always think of this as ancestral energy, right? And even if we're a tree of life, we're going down to those who have passed before us and the ones that are to come, you know? So this energy of 10 of Pentacles, number one, there is potential with this relationship to have something be long lasting. Number two, it is probably going to be slow moving. That's also showing up in the second card too. So it's like keep dating, keep talking to other guys. Don't get too invested in him alone. But there's something bubbling up here and something that has some potential. When I see 10 of Pentacles, it's also the ancestors like, all right, this person has something for you. What this can turn into is a deeply committed relationship, a long lasting relationship, but it's going to move slowly. It's not going to, you're not going to jump into something serious with this person right off the bat. He may have earth energy, which also can be slow moving in relationship. So just like know that it's going to like develop slowly and have that marathon mindset versus I'm going to run a sprint. It's very different running a marathon than a sprint. Technique is totally different than what you need to do here. It's like, oh, I'm pacing myself with this. So keep dating other people, keep talking to other people, but don't shut the door on this one because something has great potential here. I see the Justice card, and Justice card is a card that says it's karmic justice. If you invest in this relationship, it will pay off. So there's two cards of good potential here. But it's also very slow moving. You know, Justice card is like I'm putting my coins in the slot machine and I pull and I don't get anything. I pull, I don't get anything. But each time I put a coin in, that jackpot is building and then I get the jackpot. So I would say be kind, be interested, but if you're an air sign or a fire sign, it may seem excruciatingly slow. But if you does Hangwin have an air sign or fire sign?
She's a Gemini.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be excruciating. Let's just get that out of the way. It's going to feel.
She's got a Capricorn moon, though. She's practical.
Oh, okay.
She gets
okay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you got some earth there to.
But it's just so funny because there's like all this like stuff happening right today in her chart. Like today, the sun is sitting with her Mars. And Venus is sitting on her sun. So, of course, that's the question you want to ask. Like, oh my gosh, Venus and Mars, sun, like, what's happening with love and sex? And what's all of this?
Yeah. So I feel like this relationship has this potential, but it's just going to be slow. And it may be, you know, sometimes people have to go through, like, I almost want to say, like, they have to warm up to you. or they have to like have something resolved before they can move forward. There may even be some enlightenment that has to happen before they can move forward in relationships. So I would keep this as like a side dish that that you'll keep communicating with him, but don't put all your focus and energy on him. That's antithetical to this and it'll just frustrate you. So
I think that's great advice, because the other thing you have going on is the planet Uranus that just entered Gemini is sitting with your Venus, which is right there at the beginning of Gemini. And Uranus is like, let's have fun. When it's talking to Venus, it's expect the unexpected. You might suddenly be interested in weird people who you think are weird, right? Like, like you could be, the monsters, and suddenly you're attracted to somebody who's kind of square looking, right? Like, that's so weird for me. That's totally out of my comfort zone.
yeah, this isn't my type, right? This isn't
Yes,
my
this
type
isn't my
energy.
type, and suddenly they're there. That is coming into your life right now, and for sure, being asked to, sort of think outside the box. Have a lot of fun with your friends. You might even meet somebody surprisingly through a friend. It's going to be something that you least expected. Uranus is just, it's, your foundation when it comes to love and friendship and romance is shifting. Uranus is like, let's shake it up. We're going to do something really different. So, but it's also, don't count on, don't count on your own ideas of what that means, right? Like, we get caught up on our own romantic illusion, and Uranus is like, oh no, girl, we're not doing that right now. We're not doing that right now. Expect something really wild and exciting and something different and something out of the blue, being thunderstruck, right? You might even, this guy could be it, or it could be multiple people that are coming knocking on your door, and you're like, what is going on? It could be, Gemini kind of likes that, but your Capricorn moon might be like, oh my gosh. But yeah, there's all sorts of excitement and energy in the air for you right now. So just enjoy it, have fun with that, and think outside the box. Allow yourself to be, weird and different.
Yeah, I think that really feeds into this, what I'm getting with the cards, which is like be dating more than one person or talking to more than one person. You can keep it light with everyone or not or whatever, but I think it's having not having that focus because it's going to take some time to marinate, to move, to kind of get going. And it may be so this, you shouldn't just like shut the door on this because it feels slow. I don't think that, it's just saying don't, explore
Right.
this some more. Explore this some more for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Fun.
And I think it would be, I still think it could be interesting. Absolutely. That says everything we need to know, right?
Yeah.
I think Gemini needs that, a little bit of that stimulation of somebody
Oh,
that's
for
smart,
sure.
interesting, and maybe there's a little bit of, kind of they're unusual to you, and that would be very, very good. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Penguin. Thank you. Carol's next, then Devon, then Trina, then Helen, then Hilda. Thank you guys so much. Without you, you guys are really showing up, and thank you so much for your donations. I got to say that. Sending lots of love, support, and prayers for safety and peace to all the mothers in Ukraine. $10 with PayPal. There's your birthday. How to feel more energy and joy when I get up in the morning, especially before work. Oh, probably get a new job, but I know that's a tough one. All right, let's see what the cards have to say. Oh, yeah. Carol, you are done with that job. You are so done with that job. I'm telling you, you've got the 10 of Swords showing up as the first card. That is like,
Okay.
when I was joking and I was saying like get a new job, I would say seriously consider getting a new job or move role. You know, it can even be within the same company, but a different role. But I mean, this card is like, done, put a fork in it, right? It's really that energy. It's ready. You're ready and really wanting to have a new chapter in your life. Um, it's interesting because Libra energy, right? Libra sun, right? Miss Kelly, Libra sun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
I
think
just lost my chart.
sometimes I wonder, do sometimes Libras try and fix things? Is that a characteristic that you see with Libra people? Like, I want to, oh,
Libra,
maybe
yeah.
another,
Well, Libra's the great diplomat, right? It's always trying, Libra's always trying to, it's the peacemaker, always trying to make sure
yeah.
everybody's getting along.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like there's something about this job that you're really, really done with it. Like you're done with it. And it may not even be that it's a horrible job, but it may lack the stimulation, especially in airside needs, lots of mental stimulation, and it may not have that anymore for you. It just feels like there's no more juice left in this job, which is different than saying that the job is torture or the job is bad. It's not juicy anymore. It's not juicy.
Mm.
So either you take on new projects or you take on a new role or you get a new job entirely, because the second card I see is the Chariot card, which is joyfully moving forward. It's
Yeah.
joyfully going forward in a way that you feel like, I think your talents aren't being utilized on this job, and having a job where your talents are utilized would make getting up a joy, like where you couldn't wait to get in and tackle that project. So it's really that. And it's oh, Fun Boy says, how do you get a reading? Oh, I guess Love Witch is going to answer that. Um, I'm also Scorpio Moon, Gemini rising. Oh, yeah, that double air, lots of air there. So you need to have, that's okay. Um, you need to have that stimulation with all that air. I think you need the mental stimulation and not feeling overwhelmed or being given too much to do. And I think, Carol, I almost want to say, wasn't that something that came up for you, that they're giving you piling on more and more and more work, and it's just too much, right? And it's not, you don't feel like you're accomplishing your goals or moving forward. So something's got to shift around that. If you are like, if it makes sense for you to like talk to people that are headhunting for finding new jobs, like a recruiter to find a new job, maybe it makes sense to talk to recruiters. Maybe it's like, maybe maybe once a week look through like the ads on Indeed or wherever you look for a job, Monster, Indeed, or wherever. I'm not sure,
Mm-hmm.
but there's something that needs to shift and change. Due it's due, it's time for that. Yeah. What do you have?
Yeah, I can see that. So Mars, you've got a lot of energy to kind of do stuff. Mars is trining your moon, so it's giving you it's probably what's getting you out of bed in the morning, like this easeful, Martian stuff, even though you're feeling like, oh my God, what am I doing here? But all this stuff that's going through Aries right now, again, all the people with Libra placements are really feeling it. And so that Libra sun is feeling all of this push back, right? People are pushing back against you. And Saturn is sitting there marching towards your sun. It's going to be sitting across from your sun in like the next year. So that is definitely enormous responsibility coming your way. Like, so you have to ask yourself, what responsibility are you going to be taking care of, right? What weight do you want to carry? So if you have a reading telling you, hey, now might be the time to start looking for something else, that would be great, right? Because the other thing that's happening is Jupiter is going to go into Leo in the summertime, and so that's going to be giving you a lot of lift, and it's really going to be benefiting that Libra sun, that Libra energy too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Uranus is hitting Gemini, so you have a Gemini rising, so I'm guessing that it's sitting in your 12th house right now. And you're feeling, like the fantasy of being impulsive and walking out the door is there, but you're not quite there yet. So yeah, you're gonna want to lean into that Saturn, energy that's coming your way. Yeah, I would be looking now, because
Yeah.
because a year from now, when it's sitting across from you, suddenly it could really be representing new work, right? Like a new job, rather than, oh my God, this old shit, right? Which is
Yeah.
way better than, oh, I'm still carrying this burden, oh, instead it's, oh, I've got a different one, right? I'm learning something new, and it's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's something to be said, and I want to like address it, which is sometimes there is real bias that exists for people that are that have lots of experience and lots of years
Yeah.
under their belt,
Oh
right?
yeah.
And so, I think we can get really caught up in that mentality and start to diminish ourselves and say, well, they're not going to hire me because I'm too old and I'm not hip and I'm not whatever, whatever the tapes that are in our head. And I want you to flip that tape, because there's so much out there that's telling you that, to flip your script to be, I bring so much experience, wisdom, and patience. So I am actually a gem for somebody. I'm going to help, bring so much of that to the next job I have. So whether that's a new role, or whether that's defining your role a little bit better, or getting something entirely new, but I'd start really like saying like, hey, what's out there? Start applying. There's nothing better. There's nothing better than getting a new job and telling your other job, shove it, and moving on. And maybe that's part of like your weekly routine, is just to like ask people, put it out there, let people know that you're looking for a job and what kind of job you're looking for, and then looking on the boards for those things, you know so yeah.
Yeah.
I have my partner, because I just, moved Parlor of Wonders. He worked for Parlor of Wonders. He's in the process of looking for a new job, and he was born in 1961 too. And it's like, yeah, you have so much experience, so you just have to hit the pavement. But even young people, even the young people are having like, oh, I put out jobs and I don't hear anything. You got to just do it. You got to ask around. I mean, I think the best thing you can do is network for that
Yeah.
new job. Best thing you
Yeah,
can do.
for sure.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. We love you, Carol. Thank you so much. All right. Devon is next. Devon, and then
Mhm.
Trina, Helen, then Hilda. Okay. Hello, feeding a full granny in the usual phone. Yes, Devon is correct. $40 buys 2 weeks worth of groceries for a senior in Ukraine. Sending love, strength, and hope that peace and brighter days find you soon, people of Ukraine. Oh, that is so wonderful. Thank you so much for that lovely message, Devon. We love you so much. All right. So let's see what's up for Devon. Was it a tough week last week? Your reading last week was like, whoa, what a roller coaster, right? Hopefully better week ahead. Let's see what we got for you. Much better week ahead. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. This is the third time that this has come up as the first card. What is going on with the energy of Three of Pentacles? So cute. I shuffle the cards. I put them in at random places. It's no reason that it would come up. So Three of Pentacles. This is your community connections. I feel like this is outside of work. Like, who are your people? Who is your network of support out there? And what are you guys working on together? It was pure insanity last week. Everything the card showed, plus, plus. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you poor thing. But this week is much better. That's great news. This week is not the crazy roller coaster. I think you've got this wonderful group. And I really feel like that can be, of course, in work, like the people that you work with at work. But I really feel like this message is for you of like, who's your network out in your world, out in your real life? Is it like your friends, your loved one? Is it maybe, but working on a project together? This is like having a goal to accomplish and doing it together. I kind of love it. It's very cool. It's very cool. I love it because it is, to me, it's really nourishing. And you're such a social little Gemini, so social. Like having that goal that you work with others, I think it's going to really feed your heart. It really does feel like that. So maybe it's working on a project together. Maybe it's working, it doesn't have to be, hello, hep, cat, hep,
Oh, guess what?
what? Special appearance
Special
by
appearance.
Judy.
This is Shadow. She was my
Oh,
dad's cat.
oh my
Do you see
gosh. Yes. I was
So we've
like,
got. I've had her for a week right now. Yeah,
oh, do they
she's
get
got a lot to
along?
say. We're not yet.
Oh no.
I panicked at first, totally freaked out right away, but they're starting to. I've been doing all the
Oh
things. I
my
was like,
gosh.
somebody's gonna take this cat. Then I'm
Oh my
calming down.
gosh.
Better, we're better. Yeah.
Oh, cutie.
She
Um,
climbs up and sits on the couch near Hep all the time.
oh, that's so funny. That's so
Yeah.
funny. So three pentacles energy, Devon, it's like your community, your friends, like work on a project together, even if it's like you're working on yourself together, even if it's like I want to get more exercise, we're going to go walking together once a week. I mean, it could be anything. So the project doesn't have to be you're working on a project. It could be like I want to accomplish a goal and we are all going to do it together. But I feel like pull your really in your ride or dies, and you've got those wonderful friends that just nourish you. It feels like that roots of nourishment. That's what I really get. Like you need those roots of nourishment of the love of the friends and loved ones in your life. Next thing I see is Seven of Pentacles, which is like tending to things will bring the result that you want. You don't have to do a big effort or do a big push, but like just take little bites of something and you're going to get to the goal. I kind of love that. It's the gardener. It's the gardener
That's so cute.
watering the plants. So it's like when you're working in a garden, it's wild. Like sometimes you'll have things and it's like you're watering a patch of dirt and then all of a sudden something sprouts up. But you've been watering that patch of dirt for a few weeks now, And I think there's something about this that is really that kind of energy. I'm watering a patch of dirt. I'm not seeing the result, but I'm just giving it a little bit of energy consistently. Whatever you give that energy to consistently to during this week will pay off. So it could be anything. It could be an affirmation that you say to yourself, right? You say for yourself. It could be just checking another box off of that to-do list. Just check one. You don't have to do them all, right? And just those little bites are going to get you there. Then we have Three of Wands, which also is like these threes are so beautiful, magical, and supportive and creative. This is creativity. Absolutely. Wands are about passion and creativity. So how can you be creative with others is really what I get. Like, again, we have this union and connection between three, right?
So cute.
Little flames. Oh my gosh. I love this little flames. Little flames are like working together to heat those pots up above, right? To get those pots to boil. So I think finding common ground with others around passions, it doesn't have to be the same group as the Three of Pentacles. It could even be different groups of people, but finding that passion and excitement and enthusiasm and joy is such an optimistic and positive card. So I do feel like this energy is going to feel social, fun, connected, energized. I love it all. Then we have Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords is the pure essence of air. Pure essence of air. This is your wheelhouse, right? Pure essence of air. So this is about communicating clearly. It's also about drawing boundaries with others clearly. It can also be mental clarity, like having like finally, like after all the chaos of last week, to finally have I feel like I can relax a little bit, right? So I love seeing all of that energy and for now. Your last card, remember I told you in this deck, she made cards that are like oracle cards that you can add to the deck if you want to add them. So this one is trust life. Trust life.
That's
Just
cute.
trust life. Doesn't that feel like the ease of the Ace of Swords leads into that trust life? Like that's just the mental peace, the mental clarity. Everything's clear. Trust it all. This is a week. You get a real vacation this week. Like everything is smooth, everything is going in the direction, and you support around you, the people around you supporting you. So you get their energy to support you as you go on your journey. But it's really much smoother than last week. Last week was like, whoa. But you made it and you did it, and now you get a little reward in this week. So
I love that. That's so cute. Well, I like that you're talking about friendship because Devon's house of friendship is really lit up. And shared passions, transiting Mars is sitting with her Venus. So your Venus sits in the house of friendship all the time. So yeah, do you share passions with people? What is it that you want to do? What activities can you do? And Mars being there, like especially physical activities, going for walks, doing all that stuff, it's going to be great. And then you've got Saturn, really, sextiling your sun exactly this week, and that's a really nice, like, just offering and gift of, structure, right? Like, just now's the moment that you can make your lists and cross things off and get your bills paid, and just now this is a great moment to just get everything lined up and find your routine and just enjoy the routine, right? And just, yeah, it's good.
I feel like that's that mental clarity of the Ace of Swords, right?
Yeah,
Like
for
if we're
sure.
checking off the
And,
list.
and the moon is going to be traveling through your house of friendship this week too. It's going to be traveling there. By the end of the week, it's going to come around into that big psychic place. So I would, as you deal with friends or hopes and dreams too, it's the same thing. By the end of the week, maybe start paying attention to those dreams, doing a little dream journaling at the end of the week as the moon sort of lights that up for you, that area.
Oh my gosh. There's a great book, Dream Sorcery. That book, I saw the author do a talk at the conference I was at, and she talks about lucid dreaming and all the techniques to do lucid dreaming. Oh, it's like amazing. I've been
sounds good.
Trying to do more lucid dreaming. Oh my gosh, I think I could definitely use a week. A week two was into. I use a week two was into. I don't know. I use a week that probably is more relaxing. Yeah. For sure. Thank you so much, Devon. All right, next we have Trina, then Helen, then Hilda, then Fun Boy. So Trina is next. Trina's got a 2-card reading, but possibly 3. Oops. There we go. With love and solidarity for Ukraine, may courage hold strong, may hope keep shining, and may peace find its way home. April 21st, 1982. And the question is general guidance. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Trina. All right, let's take a look. Oh my gosh, so cute. So cute. Love it. Okay, first card is 4 of Pentacles. So 4 of Pentacles. Look at that, 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles usually shows on the right away. It shows a king who's like holding on to those 4 coins. So here we have like a book. It looks like a book with the 4 pentacles in it. So what 4 of Pentacles, and when we talk about numerology and we talk about the elements, we have the number 4 and we have pentacles, which represent the element of earth. In numerology, the number 4 is structure, solidness, and something being very structured. Um, Pentacles represent the element of earth, also very solid. But when we bring them both together, it tends to be a little stuck energy. It can be like hanging, clinging to something very tightly. It can be I'm afraid of losing something, but there's no threat around. That can often show up with that. So where I see like your first message with 4 of Pentacles is, where can I relax a little bit? Where can I just kind of let things be a little more flowing and not be so rigid? I mean, this isn't like you're being super rigid, but there's some area of your life where you're really like, I almost want to say white knuckling, like you're holding on to it. How can I like let my grasp go and kind of let it flow a little bit more rather than trying to control the outcome of something or trying to control it so intensely? So sometimes it can be because we're looking at pentacles. It can be around money. It can also be around the body. The pentacles have that star on them that represent the physical body. So maybe it's like I'm being very rigid in my routines, or I'm being very rigid in like it can only be this way. And I would encourage you to like relax a little bit with it, to let, you don't need to go crazy, but just to let it like go, like, oh, it's okay. I'm going to not be hard on myself about letting go of this, with my getting my tight grip a little more relaxed around it. Um, excuse me. Oh my gosh, that is fair. I've been getting major tension headaches from work, right? And maybe it's like you're being hard on yourself at work, like your perfectionism at work. You want to do a good job, but you're being harder on yourself maybe than they are even being hard on you. So, how can we maybe relax in the work routine? Bring relaxation in at work. And there's plenty of techniques that you can do that. Maybe it's taking a break and going out for a walk around the block. Maybe it's doing some deep breathing. Maybe it's going into the bathroom at work. I'm going to say something so sneaky. Like, go into the bathroom at work, go into the stall, close the door, put on headphones, and put on like a 2-minute guided meditation.
Mm-hmm.
No one's going to bother you in a stall at work. Sit there. Just do your meditation in there, right? That reminds me that in Findhorn, which is the intentional community in the north by Inverness in Scotland, um, there was a woman who, the woman who founded it, she had to go into the bathroom to do her downloads and meditations because it was the only quiet place that she could do it, because she had kids and family and people and lived in this really cramped little thing. And so that's what she did. She went into the bathroom to do her meditation and her download. So, we're not the first to sneak off to the bathroom to do to do a meditation. So I think bringing in these things where you're just bringing in a little more ease and it's not this gripping energy. Maybe even conscious awareness of like, are my shoulders really tense? Am I doing a body awareness, a body check meditation can be a great thing to do. So yeah, think about doing that. Um, 9 of Pentacles, I see quite a bit of enjoyment and doing fun things. So I think this card is also an antidote. Like maybe at work, when you're outside of work, you may be totally and utterly exhausted. But 9 of Pentacles is like, find the things that bring you joy and indulge in those things that bring you joy. So whether it's going to a movie or doing a craft or going out with friends, or just make time for that as well. This is like appreciating all of your abundance. If all we're doing is going to work, then coming home and eating and crashing out, and then going to work the next day, what are we working for? What are we working for? So it's asking you to enjoy and appreciate all that you have worked for. Enjoy and appreciate. So take some time for yourself. Do the things that bring you pleasure. Bring those into your life this week. All right. Next, we have the third card is the Moon card. Moon card. this may also be, and this really kind of goes along with this and this, because the moon card is telling you to, you can only really see what's right in front of you, all of us, right? What's my next step? To have trust in that next step. If what you're doing is going, oh my gosh, all the possible things that could happen at that next step, and you're doing all your worst case scenarios, that's a lot of mental work. That's a lot of mental work that really not necessary, because once you step into that room, you'll see what's there. So we don't have to go, if I go on the next step, this could happen, this could happen, this could happen, I mean, we can't go into all the iterations. That's a lot of mental work. So the moon is telling you to trust your intuition, trust the process, know that you will only see the thing that's right in front of you. You don't have to worry about all the other plans of the future. Just be present and be mindful. So yeah. Maybe that will help with the tension headaches. I'm so sorry you're experiencing that. Ugh. All right, what do you have for Trina?
Yep. Well, I could see that because so Mars and Chiron are in the sky together right now. Chiron again is the wounded healer. Mars is energy, but sometimes manifests as anger. It's the god of war. So those two things are kind of sitting there together. And they're by the end of the week, they're both going to be crossing or talking to your sun, and that's you, right? That's your ego, your true self. So really doing all the things this reading is talking to you about is going to be really beneficial. Finding ways to channel any kind of repressed anger that you might have, right? Your frustration, and it could be anything from frustrations at work to some sort of deep rage, and we're all probably feeling a little bit of that right now. So finding ways to channel that, whether it's you go for a walk every day, you go to the gym and you hit a punching bag, you journal, you create art. Like Nine of Pentacles is so great for that, right? Like what can you do to...
Can I throw something in there? We
Yeah.
were just talking about this at the Q&A earlier, and I said, you're supposed to go into crafting if you're making a talisman of some kind with a peaceful mental mind, like state of mind. And I said, but then, you should also have crafts where you get to get your aggressions out. They're not going to be talismans, but I said felting where you're poking something.
That's great. Even embroidery. I'm going to stitch that. Yeah. Or that lets you do that. Or painting, just let me get this my feelings out. Yes. And writing it down, or even if it's just it's what works for me. I call it junk thoughts journaling. I just write all the shit out, and I write it in a way that I purposely cannot read again, because it's just meant for me to just get it out of my head, right? So it can be all the things. It's not meant to be savored. It's not meant to be looked at another time in the future ever. I just scrawl it all out, and I use a cheap notebook or the back of an envelope, and then you throw it out when you're done. Just finding ways to just channel that and relieve that, because you've got really great stuff coming your way. By the time the summertime comes around, you're going to have a Jupiter return, and it's going to feel really great, but you're being asked to do a little work to prep yourself for that.
I think another thing you could do, that journal entries, if you're writing it on a loose piece of paper, get a cast iron cauldron and burn it.
Burn it, yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
That can be a great way to do that kind of banishing work along with all that stress. You could just with your kids, I was a painter. Nice. You're still a painter. You're just a painter who isn't painting right now. I'm going to say that.
My favorite way of painting is in a sketchbook right now.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't have to be a big canvas. I get little sketchbooks, little, mixed media sketchbooks, and you just paint crap. I love to do it in the morning before I do anything else sometimes. I just break shit out and put it in there.
Yeah, I think it's really good to have also those spaces, when you're raising kids, you don't want to put, you may get frustrated with them, and there may be fears or frustrations that you have that you might not necessarily want to put on them, right? But writing about it and then burning it so no one can read it, you can let it all out in that thing, this one's driving me crazy, right? Right?
Yeah.
You get to say, So Happy Mother's Day to you, Trina. Yeah. Doing it on
Yeah.
your own, it's not easy, but you're gonna get there. Get your support system too. So
Okay.
much. Yeah. And then maybe take time to paint, or do some art, do a sketch, do a drawing, something you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be really good. Oh my gosh, we send you so much love and support. Helen and then Hilda and then Fun Boy. All right, so Helen is next. All right. Um, and then thank you for the little bit extra. And then was there a message from Helen about Ukraine? Deep prayers and love to the Ukrainian seniors. Please know you're thinking of you all. Oh, so nice. Okay. So go back to Helen's thing. Okay. A general reading for this moment, day, week of time. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Also, my son Logan got his learner's license. That's stressful too. Now you got to teach a kid how to drive. That's very stressful. Oh, that's good though. I remember we were doing that. We pulled cards for Logan last week. That's right. I was just like, that name sounds familiar. That's right. Oh, that's great. Good news. Congrats. Congrats on that. All right. So Helen, this week. Oh, I love it. Okay, your first card is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is, look at that, so beautiful. I love this. I love this art. Oh my gosh, so cute. Mm-hmm. So Hierophant energy is about spiritual wisdom and learning traditional spiritual wisdom or being a teacher of some kind. This can be, in its purest sense, it's like gaining the wisdom or having the wisdom revealed to you, having the secrets revealed to you is really what the Hierophant means. Is like the one who reveals the secrets, the spiritual secrets. So I feel like this week, as we're looking at the immediate future, you're going to have an opportunity to have someone's going to reveal some really important spiritual wisdom to you. I mean, it can show up in so many ways. It can be like something that someone says or some weird synchronicity that happens, something that they may even just be like saying something off the cuff, and then it comes back and like you're like, wait a minute, there's something really deep there. So I feel like there's some awakening that's happening, some spiritual awakening. Hierophant, though, can also be about like more mundane level teaching. And that can be things like having a mentor or being a mentor to someone else, and this can be very practical things with work or just in life, being a teacher to other people. It doesn't have to be so formal. So I want you to get out of the concept that the Hierophant has to be like formal teaching or learning something or sitting down, or somebody going, I'm going to reveal this great spiritual wisdom. I think it can show up in some very interesting and cool ways. I mean, look at just tonight, we had the weird synchronicity of me noticing the guy with the sauna in his cart 4 days ago, and then Jessica meeting this and me being that conduit for that information. He didn't know he was offering that when he was pushing his cart by me. He didn't even know. But here I was able to pass that information along. So I think those kinds of things. So don't have a rigid notion about what the Hierophant means and the spiritual wisdom and the thing that's going to open up for you. I mean, it can open up in so many ways. It could be, our pets revealing something to us. I mean, it can be so many things. So just be awake. There's Hap. There's Hap. Oh my gosh, that long skinny girl.
Hello, babe.
I was like, it was so weird when you brought Shadow out. I was like, did she grow hair? Like I was so confused.
Right. Who is that?
I'm like,
who's
what?
That cat?
All right. So second card is Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is having like a plenitude of choices, lots of beautiful choices. So how do we choose? Well, we choose with our heart. So I think there's this other part of what's going on. It's like perhaps the spiritual wisdom is going to like open up avenues for you where you're like, oh, I could go down this one, or I could go down this one, or I could go down that one, or the other one, or the other one. Now, how do I pick? Well, Seven of Cups says use your intuition or use your heart to pick. What is it that you love? Follow your heart. Follow your heart as the message of Seven of Cups. So I love this. It's kind of mystical and interesting, but it's also leading you. Don't get distracted. Follow your heart. What does your heart want? The heart wants what the heart wants. Follow it. So, yeah.
I
What do you
love
have?
that. Love that. The planet Venus is trining your sun right now. That's a lovely, like, follow your heart moment. And like, as soon as you're like, oh, you're gonna like learn something that you need to know. Mars is training the little north node, which is this point of karma in your chart, right? So it's like, ooh, something's going to be revealed to you if you're paying attention. I love that. So
Yeah.
that's a great way
Yeah.
to lean into that. And then Jupiter's talking to your sun, kind of like with mentorship. Jupiter sometimes could represent that too, right? Go big. Go big as the mentor or the teacher, or listening to your teacher, right? Like there's opportunity there for you to do that as well.
I love
Like
that
that.
so much. Yeah. This is going to be a cool and interesting and deeply important time for you. So I kind of love that. Yeah.
That's
It's going
great.
to open up some cool things. Thank you so much, Helen. We're so thankful for you. Hilda is next, and then Fun Boy. All right. All right. Thank you. So, Hilda, um, since a fall and since a fall and fractured right elbow on Christmas Eve, I've experienced several ongoing health challenges. I'm so sorry to hear that, Hilda. What deeper transformation began with my fall or general message about it? Okay. Holding Ukraine in my prayers for peace, safety, strength, and brighter days ahead. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. So, Hilda, there's a message from the beginning, right there. It is, and it's interesting. You come back out of this in a good place from all this. But here's the thing, man. The hangman is the first card to show up. And the message, I went like a little chuckle because the message of the hangman is slow down. Slow down. And isn't that what our body tells us when we have like an illness or we have things? It's like our body is telling us to slow down. We're going we're going too fast, we're not paying attention. So there's something in all of this that's saying be slow and mindful. It's also telling your body it's also telling you to give yourself rest, to not be on the go. What is Helen's going I'm sorry, Hilda's what is Hilda's birthday?
She's a Pisces.
Oh, that's good. I like it. Pisces can go slow. Pisces can go slow. Just slow it down a little bit to go into dreaming, go into resting. Maybe I would even say that the antidote to this is to how do I slow down? How do I um, bring some stillness? Is it meditation? Is it doing quiet, slow things? Is it just taking some stuff off my plate? It may be that you have too much on your plate because the hangman is saying slow down and be still. Slow down and be still. Now, obviously, you can't be still. You got to still do, the things that you do. But what can you take off your plate? I'm getting this message. Boy, am I getting a message for you. That is like you do everything for everybody else. You are the caretaker for so many people in your life. I think there are some people that need to start taking care of themselves. There may be some that you must take care of them, and that's understandable. We have someone that literally cannot do for themselves because they're a baby or they're um, super elderly or have some kind of thing that you need to really be there. Yes, those people you can continue to do. But I just get this feeling that you like to take care of a lot of people and you're always doing for others. And this card is telling you to slow down and do for yourself. And this injury is about taking care of yourself. The illnesses that you have gone through are about taking care of yourself. I want to go back to that original caption. Love what you know where it is. I don't want to look through all the things. There we go. Okay. You fell and fractured your right elbow on Christmas Eve.
Flexibility.
So elbow is flexibility. The arm is the doer for sure. And when we look at the right, it's like the right is the projective energy. It's like you're doing for others. You're doing for others, right? So all of this is telling you to slow down and bring the focus back to yourself. Bring the focus back
Sorry,
to
knock the
yourself.
computer over.
And slow down. That's what Hangman says. So Hangman is just rest, stillness, quiet. Like, can you bring more of that into your life? Can you bring a meditation practice in? Look at, you're going to have a full recovery. You're going to recover from all of the health issues you've been dealing with. You've got the sun card, right? The sun card is beautiful health, happiness, joy, contentment. But I think it's really comes from this letting go of obligation to other people, letting go of having to take care of everybody else. Can you do it? It's not easy to do. It's not easy to do when maybe your identity is tied up with taking care of everyone else or being that one, or people put pressure on you or guilt you if you don't take care of everyone else. That's a thing. I think there's a part of that shows up with Nine of Swords, which is worry. What will happen if I stop taking care of these people? And this could be, honestly, I feel like these may be even the people are they going to be mad at me if I stop taking care of them? Are they going to be mad at me if I stop doing for them? I think this pattern is so ingrained in your life, you may not even see the areas where you're doing it. You may not even see the areas where you're doing it. Making things better for other people before you make them for yourself. Right now, it's a time you got to put the oxygen mask on yourself and not put on anyone else. Let someone else put the oxygen mask on somebody else right now. Honestly, that's what it needs to be. I think unless there is such a compelling reason that you cannot stop with a certain person, you must stop. They need to, yeah. Slow down and be still. Got shingles, although vaccinated, then sciatica. Yes, slow down and do for myself. Don't those all really go along with that? The stress that will trigger, things like shingles. And then sciatica is telling you got to slow down. And then do things for yourself. Meditation, maybe, although if you're dealing with broken elbow, maybe not yet, but maybe doing some kind of yoga will be good for the sciatica when your arm is feeling better, but slow. Take it slow. Slow is the way to go. And then you're a Pisces, you can do it. Some people slow it, they can't. But water signs, I think you can slow down. Nine of Wands, you're a survivor. I feel like that Nine of Wands is the card that says you have everything you need to succeed, but you have to believe in yourself, right? You have to believe that about yourself, that you have everything you need to succeed. So I feel like these things, obviously the shingles is going to go away. The arm is going to heal. The sciatica can even heal. But take it easy. Take it easy. Slow down and do for myself. Absolutely. That's your mantra. I need to take care of me right now is your mantra. Sorry, I need to take care of me right now. It's like, you don't, I'm not comparing, Hilda, I'm not comparing you to a horse in any way, shape, or form. But, like, what if you saw a horse and the horse had a broken leg and the horse had a back that was swayed and the horse had, like, patches of fur hair missing from its coat? And then somebody was hooking that horse up to a cart and whipping it and saying, you got to go, and you got to do this. How horrible that would be, right? And yet that's what people are doing to you. You got to slow down, take it easy, heal. That's your most important thing right now is I got to do my healing. Number one. And then let other people take care of themselves for right now. So, yeah.
Yeah. You could do this. Hard though. Hard for Pisces to do that. Pisces
Oh,
are,
yeah.
there's a lot of, Pisces is very hangman, a lot of self-sacrifice that goes on with Pisces, a lot of, losing themselves in other people. And that Pisces, she's a Pisces, so the Pisces rising. So it's like this double, you just want to, give all your energy away. I always tell Pisces to call their energy back to themselves.
Oh my
all day long.
gosh. You know what book you need to
Every
read?
day.
You
What?
know what book she needs to read? The Giving Tree, which is a horrible, sad book, but the tree gives and gives and gives, so there's no tree left.
Yeah.
Do not do that. Do not do that.
Right.
It's a warning.
Yes, I'm like Pisces. I want you to, of all the signs, I'm like Pisces needs to do all the aura cleansing stuff every day. And, when you're done with work and you get back in the car, just sit there and, call yourself back, right? Because Pisces walks in the room and Pisces is like they're foggy, misty water, right? They're steam. They're not Cancer's moving water and Scorpio's like ocean water. And Pisces is, a foggy night. They're that kind of water, and so they touch everything, but you can't contain Pisces at the same time. And it's beautiful and lovely, but they're just, they walk around and go, gosh, why am I suddenly sad? Because their mist touched everybody else's sadness, and then they haven't learned to get rid of it. So Pisces, yes, listen to all that stuff, find ways, whatever way works for you, but find simple routines and ways for you to kind of center, and Pisces throughout the day, just find ways to just kind of, well, wait, does that belong to me or is that somebody else's? And pull yourself back to yourself. We also have a Taurus moon, which is great because it's a much more grounded, let's revel and be here on the planet, kind of keep Pisces here. And then right now you have Venus is about to go into your 4th house. So yeah, taking care of yourself, self-love in the home, right? Self-love in the internal home, self-love in your private space. Like Venus is going to spend quite a while in there, quite a few months in there. So that's a great place for you to be, right? To be nurturing yourself. And the other thing you have going on is Mars right now Uranus right now is talking to your Mars as we're speaking. Uranus is coming along going, hi, and it's asking you to radically rethink, radically redo how you assess your energy, how you assess your life force, how you conquer your world, and whatever way that is. But Mars is how we conquer the world. And for some of us, we conquer the world by, getting up and meditating and staying peaceful and, going out and doing our things. And other people, want to burn it all down. So you figure out how it is you conquer the world. And Uranus is saying you need to radically rethink that. We're going to radically reshift that. So dealing with, I broke my knee, so I know what it's like to break and hurt a hinge part of yourself. I did that like a couple of years ago. And it is a huge wake-up call, right? It's like, oh my God, what just happened? What am I being asked to do? What am I being asked to pay attention to? So yeah, listen to your body, listen to what your body is saying and asking you to slow down. But Uranus is asking you to genuinely think outside the box when it comes to that too. In this moment too. Approach your energy differently.
Oh my gosh, such good advice. Hilda's going to do
Yeah.
it. I believe in you, Hilda.
Yeah.
I believe in you. You're going to do it. All right, we have Fun Boy and then we have Emily. So these are our last time for our last call. If you would like to get a reading, last call now because we're doing 2 little readings and then that's going to be it. So so Fun Boy wants to know, how will my greeting cards and animation business go if I pursue it? Was there any extra message for Ukraine there? Nope. Yep. Nope. Not yet. Okay. We'll pull one card for you. If you want an extra bonus card, leave a supportive message for Ukraine and I'll pull an extra card for you for no charge. All right. So how will my cards and animation business go? Let's see.
Put your birthday up there, Fun Boy, if you want to.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You're not required, but
yeah, if you put your birthday up there, then Miss Kelly can do astrological reading on that. And otherwise, could we just ask? Maybe maybe you could share like what's going on in the
If
in
we
the
can do
world.
that, yeah,
I mean, what's going
yeah,
on in the sky right now, and how that would help
so
and support that.
much.
All right, look at this. What we have. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is passion, creativity,
Mm.
enthusiasm, and optimism. But it's three. There's three little flames there working together. So, what I'm seeing for this is if you want this to be successful, it can be successful, but you need to network with it. So, maybe it's like you are doing it with other people. Maybe there are other people. It doesn't have to be that you're all three in the business together. Maybe it's having the support of two other friends who are also pursuing businesses that they're doing. Maybe it's having two friends in the animation or greeting cards business who are supporting you. So I think this is important. The creativity comes in group energy. You're all doing your own thing. Maybe this one is doing this another kind of business. They want to start a food truck, and this one over here wants to uh oh, oh, yeah.
Mm.
This is like no, this is like you not understand. So I'm asking like people to send a supportive message to Ukraine just so we can send that energy out there and then we get to so yeah, I love that. That's great. So we can have that extra supportive energy out there and I give a free card for that. No worries. You are supporting Ukraine by making that donation because you're supporting those seniors in Ukraine. Um so um so um, the second card, since you did leave that lovely message, is the Chariot, which is going forward, mastery. I love it. So you've got this energy of Three of Wands, which is to have that community. You need community. So this is not something that you'll pursue completely solo. The business might be solo, but you need support around you with people who are optimistic, creative, supportive, all of those things. And then you'll support one another. Because there's an interesting thing. And I think a lot of creative people have this where we get very into our creative ideas. But then when it comes to like the business part, maybe that's not so fun for us. And there is a business part to every business. And if you cannot focus on that business part, then maybe what you need to do is have somebody that you're accountable to. So if you have like a mentor, I mean, not a mentor group, a mastermind group where y'all get together and you share what's going on with your business, and then you all set goals for yourselves, then you can do that. What's going on? Oh my gosh.
She's
Can we
me.
meet Skelly? Is she in front of the camera?
Can you see me?
No, it's black.
Oh, it was black for a second and then it came back. I see you.
Oh, Love Witch will tell you what's going on. I, on the screen, all I can see is a black square. But anyway, so having that accountability of having other people with you as you go on that path, um, can help you do the parts that are hard. So I think when we think of a business, we think of all of the fun stuff of the business, the creative part. I'm going to make greeting cards and animation, all this stuff. But there's a business part of it that isn't so fun. And I think you need to have those really great, optimistic people. Taxes, funnels for traffic, advertising, YouTube advertising. Exactly. So that's why you need to have that support team. But I see you doing it and I see you going far and I see you having, success with it. So if this is your side business, um, let's see. I'm going to make Miss Kelly go away. She's just a black square there. She'll come back in a second. So she's still here. Okay. So to do all those businessy parts, that having that support with you, do it. And I see you going far with it. So that's what you need. You need to look up mastermind groups and start your own mastermind with friends who are also creative and you will support one another. I had a solopreneur mastermind group so many years ago. Still friends with them. It was amazing, the group that I had. And we would meet every week or every 2 weeks. I don't remember what it was. We would meet in person. We would share what was going on, but you can do it online. It can be people that you love and care about, friends of yours that are doing amazing things, and you can support one another. So look into making a mastermind. That would be really, really good to get it going. So it's got good energy about it around it, but you need the boring part. I think you need support on that boring part for sure. Just a side business. I have too much time. Yeah, side business is perfect. You can build it up and you can make it really successful, and if you're not like having to worry about paying the bills with that side business, I think it takes the pressure off. But yeah, a business has a business part of it that is not fun. It's not fun. I feel you, because that's not the part I like either. I like the fun part, doing readings, teaching classes, writing books, but there's another part of it that you have to do, and support. A support team will help you. Yeah. Thank you so much, Fun Boy. Best wishes on all of that. I can't wait to see what you make. It'll be really fun. Yeah. Excellent. Um, all right. Miss Kelly, are
Can
you
you see
back?
me? I'm
Did
here. Can
Fun
you see?
Boy give us birthday information? Fun Boy, did you give
He
birthday
did.
information?
He did. I liked your
We
advice
can't
about.
see you.
Yeah, I can see everybody. I can see my face too. Here, let me try this. Let me try taking my face away and putting it back. How does that? No, camera off. Camera
You
off.
are you are a black cat in a dark room. So you can
Well,
still talk. It's all right. You can just talk. I would just
well,
turn off
I
your
like
camera since it's not there anyway.
okay. Well, I like the idea of work with friends because the planet Saturn is going through the arena of friendship and stuff. And it's going to be coming up and talking to your sun over the next year or so, and Mercury. So that's great. I do think what you need to do that there, like Neptune is talking to Chiron in your chart. So I think you're being asked in this moment, especially since it's something you want to do, to address any kind of inner wounds that you've got. So maybe any kind of negative self-talk. What's that script that you tell yourself about you can't do things, any kind of imposter syndrome, all of that stuff, I think would be a great time to work that out. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I think that'll be a great release for you, right? It'll help you move on, because in your chart you've got Neptune and the moon that hang out together, so you have a really big imagination. Like things want to manifest through you.
I love that idea of the like working through the imposter syndrome. And I'll tell you, a mastermind will help with that. Because your
Yeah.
friends, you may go like, oh my gosh, can I do this? And your friends will be like, oh my God, that's amazing. Or they'll give you feedback, or they'll, like, so get that mastermind group going. I'm telling you, just look up how to start a mastermind group. Just do it. And then what I would recommend not doing is, there used to be, I don't know if they still exist anymore, these weird mastermind groups where some guru person would be like, yes, you pay me $1,000 a month and you can be in my mastermind. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about starting it with your friends and people that So yeah. That
Pam's gonna
tracks. So, okay. Thank you, Fun Boy. All right. Last is Emily. So this is the last call. Emily says, what is going on right now, please? Is it just life, or is there something else? Any guidance on how to deal with it or protection I can use? Okay. Prayers for Ukraine. Thank you, Emily. Oh my gosh. What is going on right now? What is going on right now?
so much.
So much. If you guys want a reading with Miss Kelly, you should go to Parlor of Wonders, and you can book a reading with her, by the way. You can do that. And you can also have Miss Kelly do spells for you too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're not going to believe You're not going to believe what card came up first.
The Three of Pentacles. Yay.
What? That's what's going on right now. Okay. That actually kind of makes sense. If this is a collective energy that lots of people are experiencing and it is showing up, this card is showing up 4 times as the first card in somebody's reading, which is wild.
Yeah.
That like never happens. And I put these cards in like at random. I shuffle, I do the whole thing. It's not anything like that. So this actually has a message for everyone right now. I think be Emily, it has a message for you for sure, because you're asking what's going on out there in the world. What is going on in the world is asking us to get to our roots and connect in real life with people to
Support
accomplish the goals
community.
with community, right? There's this whole thing that I think we have this energy that's we're being pummeled in right now, which is you can't do it. It's it's not possible for you. Um, nothing, you're powerless. That's the message that we
Yes.
get. You're powerless. And actually, when we get out into the world and get in people and make real connections with people, we are not powerless. So it's propaganda that's telling us that if we're in opposition to what's going on, we're powerless. We're not. So we have to move out. I think moving out of the social media sphere into real life experiences and real earthy connections with people, which is Pentacles, is what that's all about. Real material connections to others where we can collectively work together is what we are being called to do right now. Absolutely what we're being called to do right now. So I like get together with people, I get together with strangers, I get together with people I know, I get together with good friends, but I'm trying to put my energy into being into real connections in the real world, which is mind blowing that in the matter of a decade, we have lost that. We have
Yeah.
lost and it's and if you're very young, you might go, "Well, that's all there's ever been." No, no, it didn't used to be that way. I'm gonna say as the old timer. We have the capability of connecting with people in real life and putting our social media away. So I'm not down on social media like, oh my gosh, never, never go on there. I mean, I'm on freaking YouTube right now. So what can I say? But what I'm saying is that experience that we have in social media, like watch it because that is not real. Balance it out with some real stuff and real rooted connections with other people. So important. So, Emily, that's a question you want to ask yourself. Am I spending enough time in real spaces with real people making real connections? And if not, that needs to be this. That's the antidote to this. The second card is the Hanged Man. So I know what the Hanged Man means. It means being disciplined about something to get to a result. So there's something here that's asking us to be disciplined as well, to be disciplined about getting into real connections, getting into real spaces, meeting people human to human, heart to heart. We got to do it. Yeah. So for you, I think that this is collectively what's going on, but I also think for you, this is really important. This is like your nourishment right now. And then look what we have in the end, Six of Wands. This is like the victory card, but it's also the popularity and support card. Look at these little guys going, "Yay, you did it." So I feel like you are really being called to have real connections with real people in real time. Um, and to see what that produces for you because I love what it produces for you, honestly. Like a feeling of success, accomplishment moving forward, being appreciated by others. Yeah. So I on how to deal with or protections I can use. You know what? I want to share something that is like a just a little nugget. So I was listening to some history, whatever podcast or thing on whatever on YouTube. And one of the things they were talking about, oh, I know what it was. Oh, it's fascinating. This guy's like, um, what you need to know as a time traveler going back to medieval times. Like he's totally playing it straight. Like this is what you need to do. Okay, first of all, you need to do this. You need to do that. You need to like he's like listing it like you need like you don't want to go back to a royal court because you're not going to be and you don't want to go back to a small village because you're going to be that he's telling you how to do it as if it's real but he's giving you information about culture and society of that time. And one of the things he said is this: In medieval times, there really isn't a police force, which is
Mhm.
interesting to think about. You had your protection was your connection to your community. That was your protection. So that if you knew that if somebody came in and was like, I'm going to shake you down, you had people around you who cared about you, knew you, and love you, and could give you, vouch for you, so that that person wouldn't shake you down because they knew then they'd have to deal with the group, right? It is a complete, like, different way of thinking than our culture now, and even our culture in my lifetime. You have to have police to protect you. What about, like, if you had, like, a culture of people, like, that knew you and could vouch for you and take care of you and protect you? So the human connection is powerful. This is powerful. Whew. This is, like, amazing reading. So thank you. What a great one to end on. I love it so much.
I like that too. It's very what she's talking about is very, Pluto's going through Aquarius over 20 years, and it's really asking us to dig deep and form community, stay connected to each other, and rethink. Really being asked to transform, our community, but we have to. Pluto makes you kind of dig in the shit, and it's really hard. Pluto it purges all the wounds, or it forces us to at least face them, even if we don't want to purge, because it hurts to purge things. But that's part of what we're all collectively feeling. But I love that card, that little three of discard, because they're down in the soil, right? They're like down. It's very, Pluto says, you got to do this. We're going to grow something new. We're all going to do, but we're going to do it together. But Emily, you've got a couple really nice things going on right now. You got a couple great trines happening. Saturn is trining your Venus. Mars is trining Neptune right now. So the universe is really offering you some ease to, like, Venus is your love, right? It's your love language, and how you express love in the world, how you express art in the world, how you see beauty, where you see beauty. And Saturn is trining that, so it's asking you to, in a way, Saturn represents structure, so it's asking you to maybe, I don't know, like, rearrange the house, hang pictures on the wall. Like, Saturn is literally the hammer and nails. So, do something that makes you feel beautiful. There's a lot of it wants you to lean into that and accept the beauty that you have around you right now. And Mars is trining Neptune, which is, so Mars, this energy, that's just life energy, is trining the mystical part of you. This part of you that is, and Neptune, because Neptune is a slow moving planet, so we call it a generational planet, which means that everybody born at the same time as you is feeling that too. So again, being a community with people of your own generation and finding ways to, allow that energy to just flow, something you're passionate about, right? Connecting with something that you're passionate about within your own generation, and finding ways to make those dreams realized, because Neptune is about dreams, and doing it in a mystical way would be great. Finding the high, like Neptune says, find the high vibration of that. It's almost considered the high vibration of Venus in a way, right? It's this, where can I put beauty and love in the world? I always think of, remember that movie, A Room with a View?
Oh my God, I love that movie so much.
Like in my top 3 movies of all time.
Same.
And I think Neptune, like, the great why, when he would
Oh,
scream, beauty, love, everything is the big why. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
that's it. That's that. Yeah. I think you're being asked to think about those things right now.
Oh my
Good movie.
gosh.
I recommend.
Yeah, it's a good movie to watch right now too. Oh my gosh, such a beautiful, and oh, Julian Sand is so gorgeous in that
Oh my
movie.
gosh. When I was a teenager, and damn.
I had such a crush on him.
Same,
You want to
same.
hear funny? Did I ever tell you the story, Miss Kelly, that
Do
I
you have a
saw
Julian Sand
that
story?
movie? A Room with a View story, yeah. So
Okay.
my boyfriend at the time was, um, wasn't really a great match. He wasn't a bad guy or anything like that. It wasn't a great match. He had addiction issues and things like that, but he was a nice person. But he took me to see that movie, and I'm watching this movie, and I go, I'm not in love with him. I'm like, if that's what love is, I am not in love. I just went with him because I'm like, sure, you want to date? Like, that's why we ended up together. And I'm like, I need to be in love. So then, like, very soon after that, I broke up with him, and I'm like, we're done. Because of that movie, I broke up with my boyfriend.
Yes, I get it. I get it. I don't blame
Oh my
you.
gosh. I mean, we ended up being friends, and, it was fine. It was no problem, but, he wasn't the right one for me, for sure. Now I don't recommend, like, like that movie. It's like, oh, everything has to be this high romance, like that. But man, um, I have a little more mature view of it now, but it's such a beautiful movie. Everyone's so beautiful in that movie.
Mhm.
Helena Bonham Carter is so gorgeous.
Right.
Julian Sand's gorgeous. What's his name is in it too? I can't think of who. He plays the uptight guy.
Daniel Day-Lewis is in it.
Daniel Day-Lewis is the uptight guy. He played such a
Mhm.
great character. Anyway, it was such a great movie. And it's, if you read the book, it's a beautiful book too. And if you learn that E.M. Forster, the guy who wrote it, was a gay man, you can
Mhm.
see how this is like she's coming to be herself and to come out. It's like this whole other
Yes.
subtext, which is, about being who you are. And it's like amazing.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we got our wheel of danger and destiny. Yes, our wheel of who's gonna win the giveaway today. So can y'all see the wheel? Everybody who got a reading today is eligible. We're giving away Saints and Mystics reading cards. Beautiful deck with, a big book and big, big, big cards that have different saints on them. There's Saint Expediti hurrying things up. So anyway, this is going to be going out to one lucky person. We'll spin the wheel, and then whoever wins it, you need to go over. If you're not someone that we already know, then you need to go over to madampamita.com, go to chat, and let us know your address so that we can get it to you. All right, but we'll know in a second who it is, and then we'll know what to tell you to do. Oh, Hilda, this is a good thing for you to do to slow down. So Hilda, I don't know if we have your address, so go over, we might, but I don't know if we do for sure. So go over to madampamita.com and then let the Love Witch know your address. She'll give it to me, and then we'll get you this deck sent off to you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Miss Kelly. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. Thank you. I want to say thank you again. We raised $222 for seniors in Ukraine. That means we're feeding 5.5 seniors. I'm going to throw in some extra money too. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you to John Paul, to Evelyn, to Jessica, to Hengwin, to Carol, to Devon, to Trina, to Helen, to Hilda, to Funboy, and to Emily. Thank you so much. We raised $222 today. We'll see you next week at the same time, 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. We may have a surprise guest. Who knows who it'll be, but I'll be here. And I want to say thank you again for joining us here. Thank you, Miss Kelly.
So glad to
Miss
be
Kelly.
here.
Yeah. Take care.
Can you hear
Hang out for a second, Miss Kelly, because I want to ask you a couple things. All right, you guys, have a great evening, everyone. We'll see you next week. All right.